People apologize. Camera keep cutting off. Had to delete some files. It sucks. Normally, whenever it does that a whole lot, is because I have too much files on the phone. Have to do a lot of deleting. It sucks. I didn't plan on the video to be broken into 3 parts, but it's not as bad as it looks because you're still getting a pretty good video just being cut in half, which means in the future I'm gonna have to start making it between 10 to 15 minutes and make 20 minutes the maximum time of filming these good videos instead of 25 to 30 minutes. Alright, now at 11 is Palpatine from the Star Wars prequel films. Now he is a supervillain, and what makes him a supervillain is that he is the Lord of the Sith. Now he's in the original trilogy as well as the prequels. Now the fact that he has Force lightning, that makes him very dangerous and unpredictable. He is the one who brought us Darth Maul in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, who was a Sith assassin. He brought Count Dooku, and he also had his most powerful and most strongest Sith apprentice out of all Sith apprentices, Anakin Skywalker, who was the chosen one, who was supposed to bring balance to the Force and made him become Darth Vader. And of course, what makes him so dangerous is that he did something that most Jedis and Siths never do. He overthrew his master to become the Sith master. And the fact that he's not even in his prime. Like when it's revealed in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, it takes 3 movies to find out that for 30 years, he tricked and deceived the Jedi Council. Like he outsmarted Yoda, who's a Grand Master Jedi. He outsmarted Mace Windu. And he acted a very dangerous order called Order 66, which took out the remaining Jedis doing the Jedi Purge, and also brought Darth Vader his cybernetics after losing to Obi-Wan Kenobi. But his Force lightning gives him power because he's obsessed with what? Immortality. And to see this villain appear in 6 films, and then get overthrown by Darth Vader, it's like, whoa. Now, of course, in the expanded universe of the comic books, he's made clones of himself and increased his power to fight Luke Skywalker. Because once he saw the power that Luke Skywalker had, he wanted that for himself. Just the idea that this man would do things for himself is scary. And of course, that evil laugh that he does, that lets you know you're dealing with a person that's got power. And he was like in his late 40s, early 50s. Did you not see the way he took out Jedi Masters in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith? Like, these people were trained for 15, 20 years, and he's like 50 years old and takes them out with a lightsaber so fast, so quick. And you're like, he took them out in seconds, not in minutes. And these are Jedi Masters that trained for years, and he beat them like they were nothing. So even with a lightsaber or with his Force lightning, either way, it makes him a super badass super villain. Coming in at number 10 is Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. He's by far one of the most badass ninjas in the video games, the movies, the television shows. He's by far the most interesting character. What happens when you get a man who falls in love, has 3 children, becomes a 3-time martial arts world champion? I apologize. We have the police helicopter over my head, so I apologize if you hear the police helicopter in the sky. They have to do their job, so I apologize for the audio disruption. I know it sucks that the video got broken into 3 parts. It's a part of life. It happens. It happens. So I apologize. The next video, it won't get broken into no 2 parts or 3 parts. I promise you that. But like I said, what do you do when you get a guy who's a 3-time martial arts world champion, has 3 kids and a wife, comes home and find out his whole family has been taken from him, and then wants revenge? And in order for him to do it, he gets all these supernatural powers, and then participates in Mortal Kombat, gets immortality, and then 1,000 years later, he's no longer Horatio, he's now Scorpion. And we all know the deep voice that he has in the movies and the video games is popular because in the 90s and 2000s, kids in high school and college would imitate Scorpion's voice, especially when he said this, "Get over here!" And it's very popular because he has a rock song with him in the music video. He's one of the baddest ass ninjas. What makes him badass is he wears yellow orange. You got to have a lot of guts to wear that type of color, to wear orange and black, yellow and black. And the fact that he has all these badass powers, teleportation, he can cast illusions, create a pocket dimension, telekinesis, telepathy.